Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 113.
And A113 is an inside joke or an Easter egg with Pixar in all of their movies where it was referring to a classroom that they all did graphics and animation, and they were students of, including John Lasseter, Tim Burton, and Brad Bird. And Brad Bird was the director of Incredibles.
We've been sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we apologize. Like, oh my gosh, I hear it now. Like, I sound kind of nasally.
Well, drink your tea.
I do have some hot tea and honey, so hopefully that'll help. But we've all been sick since we saw the Solo movie.
I started feeling crap on Saturday.
It's all his fault.
Mine was actually, it might have been Saturday, might have been Friday even. I don't know.
Yeah, probably didn't help that we all sat down here in a tiny area together.
So if those who haven't heard, we did an aftercast of the Solo movie, and we did an entire live video on Facebook, which all of our aftercast episodes will be live on Facebook from here on out, unless we do a YouTube one. So make sure you head on over to our Facebook, and you can check it out there. We did a whole rehash on it, our spoiler impressions. So we kind of just gave our 2 cents.
We gave our 10 cents about it. Not our 10.
I want to talk about the post-Solo release world real quick. Disney is attempting to take Star Wars down the same road they're taking the MCU because they put out a movie in November and then again in May. Every Marvel lover loves every Marvel movie that comes out. You know, it makes tons of money. Disney has done very good at making movies that people love. Solo's not a bad movie, and it's doing poorly. The sting of The Last Jedi
I agree.
is affecting Solo.
Oh, it absolutely is. I totally agree with that.
Too bad. And they better fix it.
The only way you're going to go see it is if someone says, you should probably go see it. It's actually not bad.
And you should go see it.
Well,
and I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, I was skeptical, and everybody knows that if you've listened to this podcast for a while, you know that I was just kind of meh about it, and I went in with low expectations, and I came out going, wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
if you're of a certain generation that's followed Star Wars the whole time,
yes,
you went and saw this movie. If you're a Star Wars fan because the first Star Wars you watched were the prequels, you know, maybe, and then you watched The Last Jedi, but, you know, I'm not quite sure where I was going with this.
I was like, really?
People younger than us.
Depends on your generation as far as why if you would like it.
If, you know, I don't know, but something in the process with Solo is off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's hurting it, and it's way better than Last Jedi.
Oh, it's
way better.
I would say it drags just a little bit, but it's not as, I don't know, what did we hate about Last Jedi?
It sucked.
Did you watch it since then?
No, but it's coming to Netflix at the end of this month, so I'm going to.
The storyline for one was shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was.
I love Rogue One. I did not love Force Awakens. I especially did not love Last Jedi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You thought it looked childish.
I think that
it's not very childish.
Yeah, the trailer makes it look very aimed towards a younger generation and not our generation.
I think it works.
I had a problem with. I think the first movie poster that came out, it wasn't taking itself seriously.
That's what I mean. It looks childish, Disney-fied.
Didn't Ron Howard get brought on because people didn't like the way the direction the movie was going?
He was not the original director, and I don't recall why he was pulled in.
I think it's just because Disney didn't like the way it was going.
Someone should have said, hey, this may not be the best time to bring out a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
They should have actually probably done it in December.
Look at what Jurassic Park is doing. You got Jurassic World 2015. You got Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 2018. So 3 years you could argue is too long, but
I think that it's fine.
There's definite hype. I don't know what they're spending on marketing.
Oh, man.
But it is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And it's still 3 weeks out.
Yeah, and this is my excitement. They're bringing Jurassic Park to Rocket League. I get
the Jeep,
and I get the T-Rex goal explosion.
Yes.
Alex should have recorded my reaction.
I should have recorded his reaction because
I was a screaming little boy.
Yes, it was so cute. So we're like, because I mean, I play Rocket League, but Josh is like, he plays Rocket League.
I'm not. It's not religious to me.
He loves Rocket League.
I'll play it.
So we're just flipping through YouTube, and he goes, "What?" And then you know, because he sees like Jurassic Park and Rocket League, and he clicks on it. And then you see the Jeep, and he's like, oh yeah. And then at the end, it teases like something's going to happen because the Jeep is about to make a goal. And he's like, wait. And then makes it gold, and then it explodes into a fiery T-Rex. And he's like, yes!
Does it make the T-Rex sound?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm
oh my
so
gosh.
excited.
It was so cute to see his reaction.
I almost made that T-Rex roar as my text message.
Oh, it would have gotten annoying, I think.
It would have gotten annoying.
The raptor purr might have been
good. It
good.
would scare.
If
you're just kind of chilling and that goes off, it could potentially scare you the first few times.
I remember the first time you heard my ringtone, and it was the turret from Portal. And it said, "Are you still there?
Are you still there?"
And it scared the crap out of you. You were drunk at the time, too. So.
Yeah, I was like, I remember that. And Brett's like, what?
He's like, what the hell was that? So the Star Wars The Last Jedi actress, Kelly Marie Tran, posted about social media fears and deleted her Instagram account. Now, Kelly Marie Tran plays Rose from The Last Jedi. And people have been trolling her, and she was forced to delete her Instagram. We didn't like the character. We didn't like her in Star Wars.
Sure.
She was a throwaway character. But I'm not going to go onto her social media and...
You know what sucks, though, is that was her big first movie.
I know. Mm-hmm. And
that's a lot of that kind of heat. Like, you're not used to the critics.
Yeah.
And all the heat from whether or not you did good or bad.
Unfortunately, that is the reality of social media. As a celebrity or a public figure, somebody's going to hate you.
Right.
I remember an interview with Chester Bennington that I watched. They were getting interviewed, him and Mike Shinoda, and they were talking about how, Mike Shinoda's like on his Twitter all the time or in his Instagram all the time, and you were really engaging. Chester, what about you? We just don't see you on. He's like, there's just too much negativity, and I don't like to get involved with the toxicity of social media. So I'm on there every now and then, and when it gets too negative, I just take a break.
Yeah.
Alex almost got trolled on Twitch.
Yeah, I did. I almost did.
Someone's username, what was it? Ice
swallow.
And you can use your imagination.
Yeah.
I swallow. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw this, like, Alex, don't read that. She's like, I'm not going to.
Yeah. I was like, oh, thank you for ice. What? Nope, I'm not doing it. I was like, ha, 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 you guys are funny.
Yeah, and they wound up unfollowing
You're lucky
her.
that I spend like 5 minutes just trying to pronounce everybody's screen name in my head before I even say it because I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up anyway.
Did they try to engage you?
No, if anything, I know they actually like followed me and then unfollowed me and then deleted their account.
Yeah.
So the moment you put like just I'm having a good day on Twitter, someone's being like, well, you're having a good day. Well, I'm having a bad day. Blah, blah, like,
didn't Demi Lovato spark a fire?
Somebody. Yeah, I think it was her. Somebody had posted something.
Someone tweeted at her and said, "What's the rudest thing you've ever done on tour? Or what's the funniest thing that's ever happened while on tour?" And she was in Vegas and she called a call girl to her security man's hotel room as a prank, and she just walked right into his hotel room and grabbed his junk, and he freaked out and said, "What the F?" and all that stuff, and she thought it was funny, and she got a lot of backlash on Twitter about that. And I was on the side of her, but I don't know the other side of the story.
See, I know we don't know the other side of the story, but at the same time, what I told Josh was, okay, look at our group of friends. They would think it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
like
it's not a good prank though.
It's not something we would do, but we would take it as like, oh, guys, that was freaking funny. That was funny. Our group of friends, like, we are crude and gross and like immature, but and that's how we would screw around with each other. I'm gonna read some of the obituary to you. It's just, when you think about an obituary in the paper, what do you think about, Josh? Because I know, Brett, you've already seen it.
No, I don't
okay,
know
so then
what? Is.
Okay, well then what do you guys think about what is in the obituary?
Your family history, what they may have succeeded in,
who you're survived by, just like a synopsis of your life.
Yeah, so something really good about that person.
That's kind of
right?
sad. That's what your life comes down to.
Yes.
So it comes
down to a little article in the paper.
I hope mine is a book.
Kathleen was born on March 19th, 1938. She married Dennis at blah, 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 like in this area in 1957 and had 2 children, Gina and Jay. In 1962, she became pregnant by her husband's brother, Lyle.
Whoa.
And moved to California. She abandoned her children, Gina and Jay, who were then raised by her parents in Clements. She passed away May 31st, 2018 in Springfield and will now face judgment. She will not be missed by Gina and Jay, and they understand this world is a much better place without her.
God dang.
Sounds like the writer had a serious grudge against this lady. I don't know if there's an obituary policy in a newspaper that says they can only post obituaries that are, positive and kind of praising, maybe not praising, but
look at this.
A synopsis in a positive light.
Alex, you stay away from my brother.
Ha ha ha. That's really funny. That's not funny
Jokes.
at all. Jokes. There is some news about IHOP. And there's not really a lot of news to it. It's just, there was an announcement that IHOP is changing its name.
Now wait, say the acronym first.
IHOB.
What do you think that means?
International House of Breakfast.
That's what I thought. Is that
That's
true?
what a lot of people are thinking, but they have not actually released.
So they have not said
They
what
have
it
not
will be.
said what it's going to be. They just said,
Why?
We have had this name, IHOP, for 60 years, and we are changing it to IHOB. So people are predicting breakfast, brunch, or bacon. So I'm going to read the 2 tweets that IHOP posted.
Okay.
One was 2 days ago. IHOP said, for 60 pancaking years, we've been IHOP. Now we're flipping our name to IHOB. Find out what it could be on 6/11/2018, hashtag IHOB. So the funny, more amusing suggestions are broccoli, burritos, Bitcoin, breakdancing, Bears, Beets, and Battlestar Galactica.
That's great.
I love it. I love that.
So
So if you don't know
I
what
think
that
we
reference
should-
is, that's The Office.
I think we should call it right here. I'm going to say that I'm going with it's going to be breakfast.
Okay. I agree.
I think it might be bacon. You know, we should do one of those Twitter things.
One of those Twitter things.
You know what they're called? Like or the
Twitter poll.
Yes, thank you. I don't do that. You guys do Twitter.
Oh,
we should do
my,
a Twitter
Alex.
poll and
Wait a
like
minute.
make some
Our
suggestions.
social media
Wait a
manager
minute,
doesn't
yeah.
know what a Twitter poll
Aren't
is.
you the social media manager?
We should make one of those Twitter things, one of those Twitter polls, and put some suggestions down and see what our fans think.
I agree.
Jared
ahead.
Leto is getting his own
Oh,
Joker
God.
movie. It's confirmed.
I'm okay with that.
Ah!
I'm okay with that.
And it's going off of his Joker. His gangster Joker. Oh, he's gonna look so hot.
He's not a gangster Joker. Jack Nicholson was the gangster Joker.
Well,
Uh,
I think he's like kind of a gangster.
he plays a mob boss.
Okay, like a mob boss. There.
But
yeah.
not. But I'd say this
Well, I should
century's
say-
mob boss.
Jack Nicholson was a mob gangster,
Yeah.
and Jared Leto is like a street gangster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Either way.
yeah, yeah. He's
He's,
like a
gonna
thug.
look super
He's a
freaking
thug.
hot.
Yep.
So there's not really a lot of news other than it's been confirmed that they're going to be working on it.
What that means
Good.
is he bitched and moaned to DC producers long enough for they're like, just do it yourself.
Or his fans did.
Or his fans did.
I get that.
That's just me and sour grapes.
I get it. You didn't like him.
No.
Leto's Joker movie should not be confused with director Todd Phillips' version, which is still being developed.
That's dangerous putting out
2 of the same character.
Yeah. We need to get to E3.
Yeah, you want to?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
So
seeing that.
E3 is this weekend is when the shows are actually presented. What we have are some E3 predictions of what we think we're going to see there. We're not
I
going
think
to
it's like predictions and wish list.
kind of in a sense. There's things that we think will be there and things we know. We know that there's going to be some stuff there that's already been leaked.
There's a story out that Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant is going to get Xbox support, meaning that if you have one of these devices and hook it to your Xbox, you can use voice commands back on Xbox, which I thought was going to happen eventually, but I thought they would make their own hardware to do so.
Right. It's kind of like Cortana.
Doesn't Cortana already do that?
Yes, but you have to be wearing a headset.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a Kinect.
Yes, but the Xbox One and the Xbox One S needs an adapter, which they don't make anymore.
And
Okay,
they
all right.
discontinued the Kinect.
That's right.
Yeah.
I always loved the voice commands for Xbox.
They're fun.
I loved being able to say Xbox on and
Yeah.
it just came on.
Right. And Microsoft needs that.
Yes.
Because I don't think Sony has any type of voice command.
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
They have that eye, but I don't think anybody uses it.
And the PlayStation Eye, that's their camera.
It's like for the
I've
4,
never heard of it.
for
It's a
the
real-
4, it's a real long bar.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Wii sensor bar.
It's bigger.
Yeah, it's a little bit taller.
Smaller than the Xbox One Kinect, but bigger than the
Kind of like the
Wii
360
sensor.
Connect. Maybe a little thinner.
Yeah, but more complex.
Sleek.
Or sleek.
Okay,
there
so
you go.
totally different than everything we're talking about.
Pretty much.
Okay, so that's one of your predictions.
Yep.
BioShock 4.
I mean, 2K's kind of said that they're going to have something there, and it's going to be a sequel, but
In my
I
opinion,
think it's just going to be a teaser trailer, but
yeah,
BioShock 4.
It won't be anything more than a teaser trailer.
probably 2020. I mean, do you want
If-
a prequel? Or do you want a sequel?
I don't know.
Do you want to play as
If
Andrew
it's
Ryan?
later than 2020, they shouldn't be announcing it. And
Right.
if it's earlier than 2020, it'll get delayed.
I think I might want a prequel. Like the beginning.
The beginning of
Oh, my
BioShock.
goodness.
BioShock Begins.
I'm getting chills.
What if they call it that? For my prediction, I'm going to say Titanfall 3.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, that got me really excited.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 got lost in the
It
Battlefield
did, but
and Call of
Titanfall
Duty.
2 was amazing.
And it was,
Very good.
I'd go back to it.
I would go back to it. I played that.
I
I
wouldn't,
played it
but-
so much.
You wouldn't, and
I
you're nodding.
wouldn't, but I liked it. There will be some kind of Splinter Cell announcement this year.
We were just talking about that in the pool. I'm like, Brett's going to say Splinter Cell.
3 years in a row now.
It could be. Yes, but this time I have
But this time...
They listed Splinter Cell as a IP they still care about.
Yes. I totally...
I love that.
We knew you were going to say Splinter Cell.
I knew you were going to say Splinter Cell.
So, yeah. I mean, you knew that was
I agree with
but
that.
I have good reason this time.
I swear, it better be this year.
If it's not this year, are you going to give up?
The last couple of years,
Pretty
I thought
much, yeah.
maybe, but you know what? And it didn't happen. But this time, it's really gonna happen.
Well, if it's not announced this year at this E3, I don't know what their strategy is.
They did the Predator pretty good.
Yeah,
What if they merge those two and make it a game? Splinter Cell versus Predator. Or
not
something.
a chance.
With the new Predator movie coming out this year.
Yeah, but it's still there's no way that those
Or
two cross.
Ubisoft creating a Predator game.
I'd be okay with that.
I actually think so. We know Super Smash is gonna be there.
Yeah.
But all they've announced is that they're going to have a Super Smash. I don't think it's going to be a port. I think it's going to be a brand new full game, and I think they're going to introduce something big with it.
It'll be like a definitive edition kind of thing.
Nope. I think it's going to be a brand new full game.
I don't know if Nintendo can afford to port things over.
Because if it was going to be a port, I would think that they would have already announced it's going to be a port.
Because everything that Nintendo's
To
brought...
save a port for E3?
They won't do that because they want people excited as hell for it.
Damn.
You and me, the loser has to say the winner was right on this air.
I don't
Next
care.
week. We will know next week.
Fine.
So...
Halo will be released, full details, but it will be stated for a non-holiday release.
That's a prediction?
I think it will be spring of 19.
Really?
Okay, that was one of my predictions. I was like, we said it last year. I was like, but I wasn't feeling confident. But for some reason, I'm feeling it this year.
And
Kind of like your Splinter Cell. I was like, we didn't get it last year, but I'm like, I'm really feeling Halo 6.
It's a shame we're not going to be together watching this.
I know.
Yeah, because you have stuff. I think they need a Chief-centered story, possibly even a Halo prequel, where he is fresh in his Mjolnir armor, doing things before the events of Halo.
Wow. So you're talking like before Reach.
You've read Fall of Reach, right?
I've never read a book.
Never
Halo.
read a book.
I've never read a Halo book.
I've never
You
read a
should
book.
read Fall of Reach. It's really good.
I really want to Left 4 Dead 3.
Listen, you have to
Yeah.
have something to support your.
I know, but
your repeated.
this is a wish
predictions.
list. Okay,
There
there's
was an
predictions, and then there's a wish list. This
There
is
was
a
a
wish
hack
list.
of one of their games where they saw a code for Left 4 Dead 3.
This is
or
a wish
something.
list. I want
It's
Left 4
happened
Dead
several
3.
times, though. I think.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. Explosion Man 3.
Why didn't I think about that? That'd actually be a good one too.
Explosion Man is a great platformer. Miss Explosion Man was even better.
I liked her too.
If they made a third one, I'd be so happy. And I know that's just like an arcade game, but that could be a serious...
I think it'd be a big one.
Yeah, yeah. Mario Party Switch.
Oh, that's a good prediction.
Yeah.
Good prediction.
And I hope it's nothing like 9 or 10. Or they could do a Mario Party bundle, like
Sure.
bring the older ones
But I don't think if they do that, I don't think it'll be new stuff.
I think that Sea of Thieves is going to steal the show.
in. For you.
For me, I think that they're going to give us a big preview. This is what is to come. We've been listening to you guys, and this is what is going to happen. And they're going to. I think they're not just going to go out and like, this is what we're announcing. I think they're really going to talk in detail about everything.
I think we should bet on this one too because I think there's no chance that happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think that Fortnite is going to the Switch. I saw that there was some talk about it because it's
They can-
already on the phone. It's
if they
already
can put it on mobile. They could put it on
Yep,
Switch.
they can put it on the
Yeah.
Switch. So I think that might be a big announcement. Fortnite on the Switch. Brett, what do you think about Gears 5?
Yeah, it'll probably be a teaser or
You
at
think?
least an announcement.
I think that PUBG will have something under their sleeve to get players to come back just because Fortnite's a free game. And
Yeah.
I think that they're going to come out with something.
They're gonna have to.
Get something big. Like it's going to be big for PUBG. I just a prediction. Something big for PUBG. They're going to announce an actual new Pokemon edition game. Like kind of like a blue, yellow, red. Like I think there's going to be a brand new Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Full game. That's my major prediction. And I'm hoping for it's also a wish list. I'm really hoping and it's going to be for the Switch.
That's 4 Pokemon games within a year.
As we said at the beginning of the podcast, all three of us are coming down with some kind of cold or summer cold or allergy related cold.
Yeah.
So I felt like poop last night. I did make a tweet that just, let you guys know I wasn't going to get on. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm I'm really happy for the support that I got off that tweet. That was so nice for all the from the people that actually watched me continuously on Twitch, and that they were connected with me and informed, and the fact that they said, "Oh, get better," or "You feel better," like that made me feel so great. So thank you guys so much. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Q_kitty. It's KUTEKI_KITTI.
Want to see if your headphones?
I'll see if my headphones light up.
They do.
Oh, there we go. My battery was dying. So yes, I would appreciate the follow. I appreciate all of the new follows I got just over. There was just one stream and I got like, what, 6?
Your headset just died.
Oh, it died again. But I got a lot of followers, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm just about to my goal of 50. I think I'm at like 43 or 44 out of 50. So thank you.
Final note. I
love your final notes. You got to keep this going. I love it.
I bought some Starburst that are spicy.
What?
They got a hot tint to it, and Skittles does the same thing.
I know Skittles did.
I've never heard of this.
And I understand, there's a hot and sweet mixture.
Yeah.
They don't belong in candy.
Do you have them with you?
No. But
okay.
they're at the apartment. But
maybe we'll eat them on the.
They're not bad, but it just doesn't belong.
Okay, maybe we'll eat them on the podcast or the precast next week.
M&M's has a chili M&M's.
Yeah, there's
I tried
the chili.
Are they like minty?
No,
they taste like
I'm talking
butt.
chili.
They do. They taste horrible.
They're spicy chocolate.
It doesn't taste
Which
right.
I've had jalapeno or red pepper chocolate, and it's good. It doesn't belong with M&M's.
Sure.
It belongs in little bites. So, all right, thank you guys very much for joining us. We'll catch you next week for episode 114. Bye, guys.
Bye. We're not done yet because I pushed the wrong button.
We're not done yet?
So I hit the intro and I meant to hit this one.
Okay. This will not be videoed.
Okay, goodbye, guys.
Bye.